The premiere of The Flash's sophomore season is next week, and we ran a lap with the cast to get a look ahead at what's shaken in Central City this year.
All right, Andrew, your season finale, you had a lot of changes with time travel and even the multiverse. How different is your show going to be in season 2?
A lot of it's going to be the same. You know, I don't think people should worry necessarily that all of a sudden there's going to be a very different show, but there are some seismic changes to the landscape, certainly to the city and to the villains, and there's going to be some new faces in Star Labs.
Is there a possibility we could see a universe where there's a Flash that's called Wally West?
It's always been our desire to have Wally West on the show, and you know, we'll just have to see how that plays out.
Now, Iris West has a history of time traveling in the comic books. Do you think your character will ever get a chance to do that?
Are you kidding me? Of course. I know about the Speed Force suit. I want it, I want it, I want it. Jeff Johns, I want it. It would be really cool. It would be really, really cool. I don't know if we'll ever get to that. I've sent him photos. I'm like, you know about this happening. So he's aware that I'm aware. So I'm hoping eventually we'll see that.
Now, John, we think the timeline might have been altered a little bit. Do you think we could see you out of a jail cell next season?
Well, certainly one of the major objectives for Barry's entire life is to get Henry out. So I would certainly think that they can't stretch it out much longer. How that will manifest itself, I think, and what may happen as a result, I think it's going to surprise some people.
So we got a glimpse of Killer Frost in the finale. So how excited are you to finally get to play the villainous Caitlin Snow?
I'm beyond excited. I think it's so cool that she becomes Killer Frost. I don't know when it's going to happen, but obviously I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it's sooner rather than later.
Where you found out Reverse Flash was a murderer, how does that propel your relationship in season 2?
It's tough, and I think it's kind of a slow burn for all of us, especially for Caitlin in season 1. I mean, she actually was in a complete state of denial. And I think to a certain degree, Cisco was too, especially when Joe asked him to run the blood sample from the old Allen house against the Harrison Wells blood samples.
Last season you were Eobon Thawne, posing as Harrison Wells. In season 2, will you actually get to play Harrison Wells? The real one?
The nice thing is, like by my count last year, I played 4 characters, and you know, my starting point has always been Reverse Flash. That's not going to change. The nice thing about our season 2 is, and I genuinely mean this, and a full credit to the writers, we're not interested in repeating what we did in season 1. From the beginning, the writers have been fearless in trying new stuff and getting story out there. And I think if people watch the show, that's one of the reasons I think they watch it, because it's just every week we're going to give them as much as we can.
We know from the finale that Cisco was affected by the particle accelerator blast too, and just how he's been affected and what the challenges and dangers of that are definitely you know, part of the ongoing storyline in season 2.
Now, did you read a lot of the Vibe comic books before you took on the role?
I did. There's like one series as part of the New 52 that was released. Sterling Gates, Andrew Kreisberg, and Jeff Johns worked on it. Yeah, it's great. I was actually really thrilled. Like when I finished the whole series, I was like, this is gonna be awesome. I could only hope that Cisco would become a superhero, and I still don't really know, you know what I mean?
But you probably geeked out pretty good when you put on those Vibe sunglasses.
Oh yeah, and I love the way they filmed it. It was like a legendary hero moment, so to speak.
Now, DC Collectibles just made an action figure of your Flash.
Yeah.
How cool is it to have an action figure yourself?
I think the only person whose mind is blown more than mine about that is my mom, just because she bought so many action figures for me as a child, and I used to film like just like frame by frame movies with action figure. Oh yeah, I mean, like I was an action figure fanatic as a kid. I mean, I still have like Superman, Batman, Flash action figures everywhere in my place. So to be able to add like myself, I mean, for a superhero action figure fan growing up, to have my own action figure as a superhero, it's I can't even put it into words. It's pretty cool.
Is there a part of your mind that is just hoping and aching that they'll give you a version of the Flash suit to wear?
Oh God, no. Oh my God, I remember the last episode that we did in 1991. We were with Mark Hamill at 5 a.m. in some godforsaken hole in Southeast Los Angeles, and I just ripped the ears off and threw them in the air. I couldn't wait. He almost lost his mind. He still has them. He went and got them, and I know I wanted to get out of that suit. You know, I'll do and contribute in any way that you know, the producers feel would be meaningful for the show. But am I dying to get back in a suit? Maybe it's a little more comfortable now than it was. I hope for Grant's sake that it is.
Now, can you give our fans a quick hint or a tease of something that you think is really cool that we're going to see in season 2?
In the second episode, Barry discovers a new aspect of his powers involving lightning, and it's very, very cool. I'm excited about it.
The Flash Season 1 is now available on Blu-ray and DVD, so go pick up a copy, then order a bunch of pizzas, and binge in every sense of the word. Then make sure you click subscribe so you can keep up on all of your favorite DC TV shows right here on DC All Access.